My man Bernie Burns, Bernie man, Bernie Burns.
Overachievers. Journalism from a master site.
I write rhymes for Beamer. Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
I write rhymes
site.
for Beamer. Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
I write rhymes for Beamer. Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a
I
master
write
site.
rhymes for Beamer.
Peace, it's your man Burns, and you're now locked into Twin2ition presents Clear the Air.
All right. So speaking of the John just put on the TV, it's at Bel Air. I think Bel Air's last season is gonna be coming up soon. The Bel Air TV show, which was a pretty good show. By the way, I liked it, but I think I forgot the story. I think it was something about Jeffrey. And his son had a lot of drama going on. So
I think like somebody from the UK or whatever found where
UK
it was
gang
at
or
or
some
whatever.
shit, yeah. So it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I'd like to welcome y'all back, man. Where the fucking air horn at? You right, this shit is loud as fuck. I might have to turn it down. But it's another episode of Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. I go by the name of Hoggie, come by my wife, Nichole on the boards. And we're going to go ahead and get the podcast started, man. And we're in the ripe in the month of June, Nichole on the boards. And I don't know why the fuck I hit that button on there. We're ripe in the month of June with the podcast. And June, for y'all who living under a rock, last month was the month of May, where it was Mental Health Awareness Month. But we're lucky enough to have June also be Men's Health Awareness Month. So let's get a round of applause, not an air horn. Sorry about that. And for all the guys, the young men that's out there watching the podcast on YouTube, also listen to the podcast streaming. Wherever you find your podcasts, we are there on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you find a fucking podcast. That's what we are, because we pay real money for that shit. But like I mentioned before, yes, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And that's kind of like the reason why I started the podcast, y'all. Like to be able to have guys have a conversation and talk other than sports, shoes, and for most niggas talking about girls and shit like that. But to really talk about what the fuck going on in their life and on their mind. And so I wanted to say, for June being Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, men need to know that it is okay. It's okay to talk about feelings. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to break down. It's okay to cry. It's okay to ask that, hey, maybe you need support. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay. I'm a firm proponent of this one. It's okay to go to therapy. And it's okay to talk about feelings. And last but not least, it's okay to not be okay. So shout out to all the guys, you know what I'm saying, that they're struggling, you know what I'm saying, out here trying to, find where they are in life, you know what I'm saying. But we're here to clear the air, man. We're here to clear the air in more ways than one. But the main thing is, it's okay to be a man. And it's just like that. Shout out to all the guys out there watching the podcast. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate your hard work. For real. Salute. Continue to be the best version of ourselves. One day at a time. One moment at a time. And, what we been up to, Nichole, on the board? Anything you got to speak on? What you been up to? You ain't never got nothing.
I mean, just I had to go to a job fair, but
all right. We don't want to be vaguely specific this episode, okay? That was 2 episodes ago. Just fucking with you. But that's good. You went to a job fair.
no, I was part of the job fair. I didn't go to a
Clear that
job fair.
motherfucking air,
I'm not searching for no job, but while at the job fair,
You was courted, right?
yeah, I guess so. And I told motherfuckers, I was like, I got a Monday through Friday job, weekends and holidays off,
Right.
where I can be at home with my kids.
Right.
I said, why would I give that up to start back
Fresh.
at the bottom?
Yeah, hell no.
They was like, no, with your years experience, that you would start off at so much higher or
She
whatever.
said, nigga, are you hiring me? Oh,
and then like they kept going and kept on and kept on trying to get me on board or whatever. And then one of them asked, so if we could get you a position that's like a office type job, you would take it? I said I'd consider it.
Right.
But
I ain't close
that's
my
all you
door,
get.
motherfucker, but it been the money
if you talking
time,
about more money,
yeah, money
shit.
talk, bullshit, motherfucking walk. Speaking of job fairs and interviews and shit, my job, I'm not part of no interviews, but like usually I be, chilling out with the security guy, and depending upon what manager coming to the building, I'm really there watching people get out their cars, and I'm like, man, I hope this nigga ain't coming here for an interview, yo. And for black men out there, I hope y'all, have a good suit. You know what I'm saying, when you go to these interviews, man. Also, bring a resume, as well. If you can't make one, they got free ones online that you can create, you know what I'm saying, as far as plug and play, your job history and things of that nature. But like a first impression is what the fuck I say it is. Like it's a first impression. You pull up with holes in your jeans, with a button-down shirt that look like you just came from a cookout, 9 times out of 10. I mean, depending upon what job you applying for, but it's like 9 times out of 10, how you represent yourself is how they treat you. And I mean, really, just like that, man. But I don't want to come off as judgmental, but I'm like, I know.
It's not being judgmental. You're supposed to dress the part when you come for an interview. Like when we
dress like success.
When we do interviews, part of the interview is like a icebreaker type question, and while they're answering the icebreaker type question, you're observing their mannerisms, how they're dressed, if they look like they're clean and stuff like that. So it does come into play. Like if you look like you just rolled out of a dumpster.
Yeah, I mean, well, nigga shit.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like the shirt, it was crisp. It was crispy, man. But the pant, nigga had wallabies on. I remember keeping it like, as we get quiet. What?
Wallabies is nigga dress shoes.
I got wallabies. I'd be
dress
damned
shoes.
if I wear fucking a pair of goddamn blue and creams, you know what I mean, to a fucking interview, B. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't give a fuck how much Ghostface whip that shit up, you know what I mean? You don't only die this part, son. For real, God. I'm not wearing that shit to no goddamn interview. And like to piggyback what you said about as far as the interview.
That's also a difference in your upbringing as well. Like your mom and dad taught you when you go to an interview, you on your suit and tie shit.
Oh yeah, so back it all the way up for niggas out there that's doing interviews, man. This is like I said, June is Mental Health Awareness Month, but for the men out there, they got how-to videos at this point in life to show you how to tie a tie. You know what I'm saying? Like
quick,
put a
easy
motherfucking tie,
ways,
quick ass jumps, man. Like a Windsor knot or something like that. But like learn how to tie a tie. It says a lot about who you are, yo. That you took the time enough to say, look, I'm doing this complicated ass shit. You know what I'm saying? To make me look better. And I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you the confidence I got on, my suit selection or what I wear. And not my most recent it's an interview because I had the scrubs on my most recent interview because that's my job. I wear scrubs and I had to be not at my other job or getting off my other job with scrubs on. And it was like, well, this job and tell me, doing medical shit. So why not fucking have scrubs on? But be confident in these fucking interviews. Like, no, be confident in your ability. Be confident in who you are. You are selling yourself. You know what I'm saying? And how you sell yourself is how the fuck you get paid. So keep that in motherfucking mind as well. But to move right on, Nichole and the boys, I'm gonna tell you, yo, like I tried my hardest this morning not to talk to you about this shit, but it was weighing on my heart dearly and hard. But I ain't getting no motherfucking sleep last night.
Wow.
Went to bed early. Ain't getting no sleep. All I know is I laid down, I put the eye mask on, and before I knew it, I don't know if I was part of the episode of Last of Us or what, but I had 19 goddamn dreams last night.
That's why you asked me, did you take a melatonin last night?
Yeah, I was like, did I take a melatonin or something? Like, I literally.
They was vivid, too.
Yes. One dream fucked me up because we was at home, where we at right now, right? We was at home, and somehow, some way, I went downstairs to the kitchen. You know, the kitchen overlooked the goddamn backyard, the woods and shit. Mm-hmm. And somehow it was like, I think snow on the ground. And this is a dream, y'all, by the way. Go ahead and hit the dream tribe. This is a goddamn dream. I didn't know I was active in the dream until I was just like, something ain't right. I remember laying down, but how the fuck I get down? Why is there snow on the ground? Not even thinking about it being end of the spring, about to be summer. And I'm laying, and I go downstairs, on some regular go downstairs type shit. Like, damn, I had a long week at work. Let me go downstairs, make some coffee, and get ready to edit this podcast. So I open the blinds. This me opening the blinds, y'all, right here. For y'all, I'm watching YouTube. I'm twisting my fingers together, opening the blinds for the sliding glass door. So I open the blinds. I look out the fucking window, and I'm like, all right. And I go back to what I'm doing. All of a sudden, the TV's not on because there's a TV downstairs, in the kitchen or whatever. And I hear like this noise outside. So I'm like, fuck that noise. This is how vivid the goddamn dream is. And I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? So I peek out the window and I open the sliding glass door and I could hear like a noise, like either an animal sound or a person. So I'm like, ain't no fucking way nobody out here. So then all of a sudden, I don't know, might be crazy. This is when I realized it was a dream, but I was in the bitch and couldn't get out of it because I was intrigued on what the fuck next gonna happen. So I'm in the dream. And all of a sudden, you know how like you look at a movie and like I'm really big on film and photography and stuff like that. Y'all, I've been low key teaching myself a little shit as far as like film or whatever. And like, how you look and from a person's perspective in a movie, like you can look at an area, but the area gets big, like deeper or whatever, like a IMAX. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking and like it's like me focusing in. All of a sudden, I can see like a ravine behind it. I'm like, what the fuck is that, a ravine? And I look down at the ravine and then like, I see a bunch of cars lined up 2 by 2, different kinds of cars lined up 2 by 2, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, this like it's people out here? What the fuck going on, right? And us, don't judge me, but we got hella guns. Yeah, we got hella guns. We got hella guns. I happen to have like a little gun near the door, which is a little BB gun, right? So I'm like, damn, that other gun this way, but I don't want to take my eyes off these motherfuckers, right? All of a sudden, snow started falling down. So I'm like, okay, this has got to be a dream. And then like, you can see the people real good because you can start to see footprints and shit like that. And then you see, and it's like a whole like ecosystem of motherfucking people that ain't no houses and nothing. I'm like, oh, that kind of like Last of Us a little bit, right? So I'm sitting here just looking at all the fucking people, and I'm like, Nichole, we might got to get a camera that's facing this way. So fuck the garden, like we need to get a camera facing these niggas. So somehow, some way in the dream, like the people never came to fuck with us or whatever, but I was like on edge because it was like, damn, it's a whole colony of motherfuckers behind us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck going on. I started thinking about other shit, but I can't mention on the podcast or whatever. So then all of a sudden, after I get my shit together to go grab the gun, I wake up and I wake up and my eye mask ain't on my eyes. It's like in the bed somewhere, right? So I open my eyes. I'm like, we got blackout curtains. I'm like, man, it's dark as a motherfucker in here. It's got to be early as a bitch. Like usually, like a dream like that lasts that long, it's like, damn, that was a long dream. Time to go to work. You know what I'm saying?
Do not be that long. It just seemed like it is.
Right. And like it was a whole like I went through in a dream, thinking thoughts in a dream about what the fuck I'm gonna do in the dream. So it was like that deep of the dream. It was like some shit going on. I'm thinking about what my next move is while I'm looking at me being in the dream. Mm-hmm. And so I'm sitting there. And in the dream, after I wake up, I'm like, I wake up and all of a sudden I'm like, all right, the door locked, the alarm's on. Okay, we good. It's still dark. Okay. And like,
so
I knew my heart was beating.
To do that.
Hell no.
Cause like I will wake up out of my sleep and be like, did we lock the sliding glass door? Did we put the little pole lock thing in there?
Yeah. Like, did we do the double check? Okay.
Yeah. And I be thinking, and it's like I cannot fucking sleep because we got too much shit in this motherfucker for somebody to walk up in this motherfucker while we sleep. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I cannot go back to sleep when I
mind you, y'all. This summertime, so I'm out there getting my beach body right and shit. I'm working out every day, and the workout I've been doing, somehow, some way, like I get a bigger pump in it because I've been like going harder than usual with the workouts. And I hate working out. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I hate working out, and so once I immediately wake up, I knew that I was no longer in a dream because in the dream, I know it's a dream because I don't feel like how I feel like a 38-year-old man who work out every fucking day. So I immediately wake up and I'm like, my body hot, my shoulders is burning, my knees is goddamn little tender, my thighs is burning. So like, all right, this is a motherfucking dream. So I get up, take a piss. Whole time my body hurt, I'm like, all right, we did this, that, the third. Go lay back down. Find an eye mask. Like, and it's dark in the room, but it ain't dark enough. My eyes adjust, and I was like, eye mask right here. Put that bitch on my head.
That's
Lay
just
down.
because we got gray sheets and stuff in here. I'm as black so
Mm-hmm.
you can see it.
I lay down in another goddamn dream. I'm like, what in the fuck going on, right? And I can't remember this dream, y'all, because it wasn't that vivid, but I was in another dream. So then I like, all right, man, fuck this shit. And I wake up and I move because my body hurt to another position in the bed. And mind you, I'm hot now.
You always hot.
Because I always cover up. Like my body by default, my body will cover up. Knowing I'm hot. So I like, fuck this, I'm hot. I take an arm out. All right. Now my shoulder and shit make me cold, right? I get to a point where I'm cold and I'm comfortable. Back in the motherfucking dream. I'm like, what in the fuck going on, yo? So then from that dream, it's like a quick moment. I turn over and I'm on my back. I'm like, all right, shit. Hot again, take my hands out. Then I'm on my back, my hands out. I'm cold again. I'm comfortable again. Go to sleep. Back in another motherfucking dream. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Finally, after the 19th fucking dream, I get real comfortable and alarm go off. Alarm go off to the point where I wake up like I feel drunk. Like I just went to sleep. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, yo. Like, I'm so tired because my brain felt like it never fucking rested, right? And I was telling somebody at work.
That's a good. Too bad you ain't had your watch on, because it would have shown you.
That nigga is possessed. That was probably that nigga possessed.
Like, it'll show you like when you're in like the REM, when you're in deep sleep and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
But look, fuck that. So by that time, the alarm go off. And I get up immediately like, all right, I'm fucking up. But I feel like drunk and drowsy. So I get up and shit, and I'm like, man, I can't believe this shit, yo. Like, I laid down, but I ain't getting out of lick of sleep because my brain been going. And all of a sudden, as I'm getting ready to leave, I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, how deep is the motherfucking mind? You know what I'm saying? Because the first dream I had, like the last of us jump, it got to the point where it's like, I was asking questions in the dream to whoever else I was talking to. Maybe it was you. Or whatever. And I was like, how the fuck are these niggas out here living in the woods? And I got an answer. It was like, oh, they part of the like the GI Bill or whatever. Like my mind was like giving me answers on how deep this fucking colony of fucking people was in the woods. And I started answering the question. I was like, damn. And it was very specific. Everybody looked different. Everybody had different voices and all kinds of shit. And it really fucked me up, y'all. But yeah, that's just really a quick little goddamn synopsis on how my Friday morning happened. But like I said, I'm working on this summer body, y'all. And I feel like I'm almost there. But in other news, I think it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Looking at the news. I don't know how I look at the news. We ain't got no real TV. We just got all streaming shit. And I put it on the news. And it was like, breaking news. Air India plane crash at 1:30 something p.m. in India going to Britain, and 244 passengers was on the plane, and all you see is a big ass Gulf of flame. This before I go to work, I'm like, man, not too long ago I was just on the airplane. And I was thinking all these fucking crazy thoughts. So as the day go by, I'm trying to figure out like, all right, what's the end result? It looked bad, and then unbeknown to me, I look up and it said only one soul survived the plane crash here. And I'm like, ain't no way. One nigga survived. So I'm looking, I'm at work, mind you, if I ain't got no patience and shit, I'm just looking at articles and reading them if I ain't doing nothing else. They said the dude jumped out the motherfucking plane. So they had a presence of mind, and I was telling Taj about it, they had a presence of mind of jumping out of a motherfucking moving airplane. And you survived. The only nigga to survive, yo. Like, that's got to be a testament to faith. I know he fucked up. Like, just mentally.
Nah, that nigga walked the fuck away.
No, he walked away. I'm talking about,
I'm
like,
saying,
mentally,
like,
he got to be fucked up. My nigga got to be fucked up. The jump crashed to and I don't want to start the podcast off, like, with some wild-ass shit, but this is what the hell happened in day-to-day life. And, like, the older I get, for me, as a human being, India ain't far away. The niggas in India breathe the same air I breathe. You know what I'm saying? They're like, this is the biggest catastrophic plane crash it had in India. Bitch, this is the biggest to humanity. You know what I'm saying? What you mean? You shaking your head now?
Hell no.
What?
Fucking 9/11.
I'm talking about a plane crash, like not a nigga intentionally flying the plane into a motherfucking building. The plane crashing before it leave the runway. I'm like, fuck India, nigga. This happened to humans. You understand that, right? And it fucked me up, by the way. But yeah, they really fucked me up. I just wanted, throw that shit out there. I much rather I throw it out there to y'all so y'all can catch some of this these strays, because it be thoughts that be going on in my mind. That should be a new fucking segment. Of course, Trump, he tearing up shit with ICE just going to people's houses like a motherfucker, yo. Yeah, hopefully your ass is documented. To be honest, because they fucking up shit, they tearing up shit left and right.
I don't know. Me personally, I feel like I understand, them not necessarily wanting like the cartel type people over here or the MS-13s and stuff like that.
But that's how they advertise it, though. Hey, come to America.
But
land of the free,
like,
home of the brave.
People that are just coming here to earn money to support their family back home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who are you to say that these Hispanic people can't come and work in the United States, but you stole the land from the Native Americans?
Mm-hmm.
This was not your land.
I think somebody had kind of broke that down too. Like, how the fuck y'all mean this ain't even free?
I also seen this thing. It was a thing that on one of the social medias, and it was a black guy, and he was talking to like GPT chat.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
AI.
And he asked the AI, whatever, would the AI rather be white or black? And the AI said he'd rather be black.
Damn, really?
Mm-hmm. And he said, and like the guy was like, dang. And then he got to thinking, why doesn't he not want to be white?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, white is a made up race.
What?
Yeah, white is a made up race.
Mm-hmm.
Who is white?
I mean, ain't no such thing, really.
It
think
isn't.
about it. Yeah.
So African American is what they call black.
But we ain't from Africa.
Yeah. But
They don't say that in America.
they say you're like you on a application or whatever with your race. They have African American or black, white, Hispanic, Asian. How many white races are there?
I mean, you got
Irish.
Yeah.
English,
European.
German, European. None of y'all are white. You're European. You're Irish. You're
Clear the air, yo. That's just the United States way of categorizing motherfuckers.
the category white was designed to put. Okay, so the way it was saying was they categorized them as white because they,
It's
I guess
more of
at
a
one
safe
point
or
there was
neutral type of-
more people of color than there was Irish people. Then there was English people. Then there was German people in the United States. So they came together so that they would be considered the most of the population.
The majority.
The majority. But when you break it down,
Gotta send me that.
I'll try to
So
find it
if I
again.
can find that one. That's crazy, yo. I ain't even thinking about that. Damn, Nichole trying to get deep. Pause. No diddy. Clearing the motherfucking air. Oh yeah, by the way, y'all, I know I probably said this on the podcast before to switch gears a little bit, but I know we just, I promise we're gonna start the podcast real soon. But shout out to motherfucking me. Where the air horn at? The reason why I say shout out to me, y'all, because I was listening to myself and it was like, hey, take all that shit before they cancel goddamn TikTok that you made of your major pain and all the funny videos and put that shit on YouTube. Hey, y'all, to this day, I get so many comments on YouTube, motherfuckers thinking, hey, man, this the real goddamn actor? Like, this really Damon Wayans? You need to come out with a major pain, too. Oh, my God, there you there. Oh, I like that. He sounds just like him. Like, look, I like all of the motherfucking comments y'all be sending me. Sometimes I reply with a major pain line and just like motherfucking that, y'all. Tiger! Run, go tell mom, get my field knife. Here. Yeah, I gotta go see that shit, yo. It's on YouTube. Follow my YouTube. It's gonna be in the credits in the description of the podcast as well. But it's called Hoggie, Hoggie 124 at YouTube, yo. I'm telling you, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna be like, this ain't the same nigga. Yes, it is, yo. And it's just like that. So yeah, with that all fucking being said, man, you got anything you want to add? You looking that thing up or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I was telling a lot of people, I was like, yo, I do a lot of shit. I do something to everything, y'all, because in this simulation called life, man, you only get one shot at it, yo, and I want to, like I said, do it to the best of my motherfucking ability, man. So, I mean, and I'm giving y'all the same advice, the same instruction, yo, to do it to the best of your ability, because you only get one shot at this shit, man. And before you lay down on your deathbed and you're looking at all the motherfucking ghosts of all your dreams, all your aspirations, looking at you mad as fuck at you because they couldn't get their time to shine, yo, get it done, yo. Like, just get it done. Like, and I don't want to make this a motivational minute just yet, but just get it done, yo. Like, if you can think of it, you can be it, you can do it. Huh?
I might have found it without listening to it.
Oh, all right, cool. But with that all being said, Nichole and the boy, I see Black Facts Matter. Okay, I see you. You ready to get the podcast started? Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah. What?
Let's clear the motherfucking air, y'all, and it's just like that.
No doubt. K-Slate brought us over here to clear the air, you know what I mean?
And you know what? And that's what I want to do, man. I want to clear the air, man.
Baby gobble in the fair. This industry shit is weird. Tell him to clear the air. Was writing in the dark.
Damn, you do start fast, don't you?
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Could I please have more, sir?
Yes, indeed.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Let's clear the motherfucking air, y'all. I appreciate y'all joining us for episode 37 of Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. I go by the name of Hoggie, accompanied by my wife, Nichole, on the boards. And we came here to clear the motherfucking air, y'all. For those of y'all who just tuned into the podcast, stop what you're doing right now and leave a comment if you listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts. Leave a comment if you're watching this podcast on YouTube. Leave a comment, leave a rating, leave a like if you're watching this podcast or listen to this podcast on Spotify as well, man. We appreciate that. It helps the podcast out a lot. Like I said before, this podcast is growing, y'all. And let's get to the goddamn nitty motherfucking gritty in the city. For those y'all out there who like merch, like you can see, I'm rocking the Clear the Air Music Spotlight hoodie. As well as the Twin2ition hat, but we also got the Clear the Air bucket hats that's going for $34.99. Just send me a DM and for further details, yo. And also we also got that raffle back open, yo, and it's just $9 for a custom Twin2ition logo on the front or the back, or Clear the Air on the front or the back. It's a fucking bucket hat, and it's just like that. You can get a fucking hands on one, and it's just like that, man. Shout out to Clear the Air. Shout out to me. Shout out to Nichole on the board. Shout out to everybody that has something to do with this podcast, man. It's made for y'all, man. FUBU, goddammit. For us, by us. We just here to clear the motherfucking air. Call to action. Air horns, please. Call to action. Subscribe to the show. We can be found on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Threads at Clear the Air. That's ClearTheHeir. The only thing that's different is X/Twitter. We can be found at Twin2ition Pod, and that's TWIN2, the number 2, ITION POD, and it's just like motherfucking that. You know, I had to get all the laundry out the way. What's up?
Either your brain was going faster than your mouth was, or my brain was going slower than your mouth was. But I swear you missed the R in clear.
I said CLEARTHEHEIR, and it's just like
maybe
that.
you just said it too fast.
Oh, that's crazy because I don't really.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Hey. What, did I get it? Should I get it? Race check. Nichole on the motherfucking board. This is a 2-part race check, okay? So you got 2 chances to keep your motherfucking black card, but you also got 2 chances to lose that motherfucker. You ready to go?
I guess.
Can I get 10 seconds on the clock? Can I get 10 seconds on the clock? Okay, thank you. All right. This is a black-related question, okay? Nichole on the boards. And the culture being, us, culture, right? Because Twin2ition is for the culture. Who is known for the gold chains, mohawk, muscles, and aggressive behavior in the 1970s? He starred in the TV show A-Team and also Rocky 3. What's your answer?
Is his name Mr. T?
Let's go, Nichole on the motherfucking board.
Could I please have more, sir?
Good job, baby. Good job. So you got one. You got one. All right. Could you tell me what's his motherfucking catchphrase? Come on, you got it. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds.
I want to say it got something to do with iced tea. Am I right? I don't know. I ain't seen that shit in decades.
Doom. All right. So the question was, ladies and gentlemen, second part question. Nichole got the answer right for the answer being Mr. T, which was the in the culture who was known for the gold chains, mohawk, muscles, and aggressive behavior in the late 1970s. He also starred in the A-Team and also Rocky 3. And I asked Nichole on the boards, what was his catchphrase? I can't give you a hint. If you know the answer, y'all, by the way, go ahead and leave a comment in the goddamn comment section, okay? Appreciate you. You give up?
I mean, if you can't give me a hint.
Hey, I can't get a motherfucking hint. The answer is, y'all go ahead and say it together with me. I pity the fool. Come on, man. You should know that motherfucker, man. I pity the fool. She has a blank look on her face. Go ahead and check that. You can go ahead and check that, y'all. I appreciate y'all just rocking with the Clear The Heir, man. So, like I said, race check for those y'all who just tuned into the podcast. So hit that subscribe button. Race check is a game of black identity, man. So Nichole on the board, she earned the black card, but then she had to get that motherfucker right back, and it's just like that. Moving right along with the podcast, y'all. Like I said, I mentioned before, fit check. For me, I'm sporting, my own brand. Clear The Heir, by the way. Shout out to my boy, Team Ain't No Sleep. Henry, I see you, my boy. This is my guy. Henry's my guy. And he moving on up and shit. I can't really touch him like I used to. No diddy pause. But yeah, he the guy that really support me with all my gear, man, my connect. And he look like me, sound like me, and the relationship is this dude family. I'm gonna keep it 100, y'all. So shout out to my boy, Team Ain't No Sleep, man, for keeping the brand, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with you hard, bro. You already know that, man. I'm gonna hit you up later on, man. Just see how you is and check up on you and shit. Yeah, for real. So, all right, Nichole on the boards. Keep the podcast going, yo. I wanted to let y'all know what's up.
Did he do like a commercials or something with something to do with some iced tea or something?
He may have. Because
that's all that was coming to my mind. Is like him in a commercial with some iced tea. It was an iced tea commercial.
I don't know. As she looking that shit up. We are, like I said, right smack dab in the middle of the month of June. This podcast is being recorded on Fridays per usual. And this being a wild, spooky, scary Friday, Nichole. And I didn't mention it until we sat at the dinner table. But today is Friday the motherfucking 13th when we're recording on this podcast, man. And I ain't uttered not one word about today being that day, or this day, until Todd's like, hey, today's Friday the 13th. Man. He had him with some game-related shit. And I was like, yeah, man, I know it's Friday the 13th or something, but I ain't mentioned it until you said something about it. I appreciate that, but I had a great day at work, other than me being tired and having all them 19 goddamn dreams. But also, with that being said, excuse me, the month of June is Black Music Month this month as well. So get that a round of applause. And like I say that not saying reluctantly. I guess now I can say this, y'all, and I really didn't. It wasn't my intention, but I can't be everything to everybody. I know what my mindset and my idea for this podcast was to be, but I love when this podcast is receptive by who I didn't think it was going to be for. But I can honestly say, I guess you can call this podcast a black music podcast as well. And Nichole showed me a fucking picture of a video of Mr. T. But this is
in the Fuse iced tea commercial.
Oh, okay, damn.
I said, well, I remember him in a TV show. I'm not a TV show,
Iced tea
commercial.
Yeah, but yeah, back to what I was saying. This podcast, I guess, is now, and I appreciate being under the umbrella as well, y'all. Oh yeah, by that way, no pun intended, but pun intended. Shout out to the motherfucking Umbrella Collective, man. As well, Urban Gems, man. Big umbrella shit, big 1-9, man. Shout out to y'all, man. It wasn't intentional, but the way the words just felt, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention y'all. Shout out to y'all, man, for real. Shout out to, like I said, Urban Gems, Big Umbrella, Big 1-9. Shout out to Pro Dillinger as well, the Real Snotty. The whole camp out there, motherfucking, man. Shout out to y'all, man. And it's just like that. Huh?
I said Car Mafia.
Car Mafia, all y'all. Yeah. Shout out to all y'all, yeah. Fuck with y'all. Y'all already know. It. But yeah. Being that June is Black Music Month, to stay on topic. we found this out yesterday, Nichole and the boys, but did you know that the Recording Academy announces that starting at the 2026 Grammys, that the best country album will be split into 2 categories? One being the best contemporary country album, and then secondly, the best traditional country album. And of course, we all know why. This comes after following Beyonce's Cowboy Carter, which will won the best country album in the 2025 Grammys. And you know how they they find a way, you know what I'm saying, that when we start to earn our shit back, they be like, hey, oh, wait. We'll get that one so everybody can, you know. But it won't no problem when we started turning rap into pop and making, you know what I'm saying, motherfucking niggas pop stars when it's actually rapping. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nicki Minaj, but she's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that. But it was odd for them, you know, as soon as we get all these urban country artists out there, all of a sudden they want to change the category up and shit. They ain't changed it in a long time. But now they want to change it up. I'm just saying. Also, being in this Black Music Month, I know I didn't get a chance to see it because I ain't got TV no more. But BET, the BET Awards 2025, they celebrated 25 years of 106 in Park. So, and from the looks of it, look, they had a grand, good fucking time as well. And I wish I could have saw it live. But I was just thinking about it. I was like, how the fuck y'all gonna celebrate 25 years of 106 in Park? Maybe are y'all celebrating 25 years of the first time it aired, because it ain't been going on for 25 years. I decided to get rid of all the shit. CBS Viacom, which is the parent company of BET. And I remember getting off to school from middle school, getting out the school bus, watching Hits from the Street, watching motherfucking Cedar's World, watching Rap City The Basement. And after Rap City, 106 The Park came on, yo. And I was sitting there for damn near fucking 1, 2, 3, 5 motherfucking hours, not doing no homework, watching all the rap videos and music because it's part of the culture, and I enjoyed every fucking minute of it. That's probably why I know so many songs and like so many artists, because BET was what we really had, and it made you feel like, you know, as a young up and comer, you know, we grew up in the golden age of hip hop, so where music videos was prevalent to be on TV, and to see all the, you know, the artists now that was on BET perform, it was like, damn. Niggas brought Bow Wow out. I mean, he ain't little Bow Wow now, but it's Bow Wow. I remember he used to perform these shits on the job. And, you know, just different acts and stuff like that. So, yeah, shout out to BET for having the presence of mind, you know what I'm saying, to, like, damn, we did come a long motherfucking way. And they had all the celebrities come out, and they had Kevin Hart do the MC of the goddamn jump. So it was dope to see.
Who they said he was joking on? Fucking Kirk Franklin.
Oh yeah, that Kirk Franklin. I think I heard you watching the she was doing the front twerk or some shit.
Yeah. Don't be
do
coming up on stage accepting your award doing the damn front twerk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the fuck you making this thing go like this?
I don't know. Sometimes Kevin Hart should be hit or miss. That joke was like, okay, weird.
I mean, we don't be watching award ceremonies like that, so
true.
You know, he might be making his
Jimmy
jump.
Kurt GP. Kurt Franklin on one of my playlists, by the way. This gospel playlist I got from 1996, 98. The Wildest Gospel CD. My mom used to play that CD to the jump, till I got sick of it, to the point where I no longer listen to CDs, y'all. But I made the playlist off of fucking memory and added to one of my playlists. So this is, the era playlist. So yeah. But yeah, moving right along, keeping on June being Black Music Month. I also wanted to shout out with the fucking air horn one more again. Shout out to Noah O for the Charged Up Fest, man. It was a lot of artists that came out there, a lot of talented people that came out from all walks of life, from different areas. They brought their gifts and their talents and put them on Front Street, man. Not only the artists came out and supported, but the different events that took place during Charged Up Fest is something great that he's doing in the community, putting Richmond on the map, man, as well. And it's way bigger and beyond music, man. But of course, music brings us together. And I wanted to send a special shout out to Noah O as well. Continue to educate the masses, my brother. And, continue to bring out these different artists, man, from all walks of life. They got a different perspective on whatever they're going through, whatever they're hearing, whatever they're seeing. And, for most of us, like my man Lunatic said, man, if you want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book. But to have these people out here that's artists to come out here to get you cognizant of, hey, man, this really what the fuck the world is portraying us to be. Like, wake the fuck up. And, it's dope to see and be fans of new talent that that's been out for a while, and it's like, damn, I would never knew of these guys or these girls or these performers without going to the Charged Up Fest, man. And it's making a bigger platform for us and it's getting your voice out there to be heard. So if you're working in your gift, man, like I said before, you'll continue to do so because it's being heard. It's being heard by the right people, man, and like. Sooner or later, it's going to catch up to you, yo. Like, keep working in your gift, man. Do it for you first, and then everybody else going to fall in love with how you feel about why you doing this, man. And I say that because when I created this podcast, it was for me. It was for me to self-assess. It was for me to give myself affirmations, to affirm myself of where I was in my story, in my life, in my walk. And unbeknown to me, a lot of people took a liking to it. You know what I'm saying? So continue to work in your gift, man. It's just like that. For real. But to stay on that, the one artist that came out there and started to, do their thing. And I was like, I'm sitting here listening to the raps and shit. I'm like, I'm a big up north motherfucking, I grew up on the Wu-Tang, Leaders of the New School, Tribe Called Quest, all them different groups and shit. And, back when, MCing was at its top tier, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was poets. I grew up as a young boy listening to Langston Hughes. And when I heard rap, I was like, this nigga ain't doing but saying poetry, but he doing it in a cool ass motherfucking way on some dope ass beats. But it's making sense. And y'all know, when I open that motherfucking laptop up, ain't nothing but hot fire coming out that bitch. And without further ado, y'all, this is. I ain't on the Terror Squad shit, but this is, man, a music spotlight premiere here on the show, which is from a new artist from up north, from New York. I don't know where exactly, but from New York, man. Nonetheless, man, and shout out to all the talent. There's a lot of talent out there, man. There's a lot of people that's hungry out there, but there's a lot of people out there that got messages, man. But shout out for this music spotlight premiere, world premiere. Shout out to this young gentleman, man, that goes by the name of Goldin. And this is one song that he was spitting you, and I'm sitting here listening to the beat, and I'm like, huh, what's up?
So that you know the difference between the two.
Okay. Clear the air.
God Goldin is
the dude with the braids. Yeah. Yep.
All right. I fuck people's shit up. Big Gal Harrison is the guy that was rapping.
Okay. All
I
right.
just wanted to let you know.
Clear the motherfucking air. What was the names again?
Want me to send it to you?
You can send it to me.
I'm gonna screenshot.
But as Nichole screenshot and send me that, I'm gonna go ahead and cue this motherfucker up real quick. Like I said before, y'all, like when I open that damn laptop up, it is Clear the Air World Premiere, Clear the Air Premiere, whatever you want to call it, man. And let's get this shit opened up. If she send a ding, I think that came off the laptop. Let me go ahead and mute
That's
that.
their Instagrams.
All right, so before I go too deep, pause. No Diddy. All right. So so this song actually was made by God Goldin right here, right? This song about the premiere, but also shout out to Big Al Harrison. That man, goddamn performance was dope. I was like, he got like 19 articles of clothing on.
He about to get naked.
This nigga about to get naked. It's hot in here. And but his performance was dope. I wish. Oh yeah, to speak of that, before we get started with the music spotlight. To speak of that, I haven't put any content out because somehow, some way, I recorded it all, but I can't export it to put it out how I want to put it out for the masses. So shout out to Nichole on the boards, being my second camera woman in charge, and she threw a lot of stuff out there on the gram and shit.
So check out
so check that out. Check out Nichole on the boards. Check out Clear the Air because I'm tagged in it as well. Well, not I, but the podcast is tagged in it as well. And I was like, yo, thankful for the shit.
Tagged in it so you can check their content out.
Yeah, they are tagged in as well. But to stay on topic at hand, as I get back, to queuing this shit up. This track that I fell in love with because, and I don't do this often, y'all. And I'm gonna be real with you. When I hear a song and I hear the beat, first the beat catches me, I'm like, oh, the beat dope. But as the dude rapping, I was like, yeah, the beat dope. But I just started listening to the words. And usually I don't listen to the words first. Somehow, some way, the beat catches me first, and then the word catches me second. It depends on what type of mood I'm in. But this day, I was on one. I was like, I'm gonna listen to the lyrics this time because I ain't got time to fuck around. And I'm listening to this song. I'm sitting here like, oh shit, got my camera on and shit, and I'm just recording it. I can look at it now on the camera, but I can't pull it out and stitch it or whatever the fuck you would edit it, whatever. But this track, without further fucking ado, y'all, as I keep having y'all at the edge of y'all seat, like, okay, what the fuck he talking about? This track right here, y'all, by God Goldin, is called You Know the Drill. And it's a single, y'all. Shout out to Control Entertainment. Let's clear the motherfucking air. Let's go.
Peace. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
This ain't practice, but they trying to drill though. Listen, alright, yeah, you know the drill, They ain't killing for the money, it's the mass appeal. Guru taught us doing that, it get you killed. But yeah, you know the drill, Give monkeys clips, let them peel. Bananas, apes, no bait in that field. But yeah, you know the drill, Catch a couple bodies, you might catch a deal. Our people that sick, mentally ill. But yeah, you know the drill, Pull up with a stick, let it hit. You get caught, now you in court. You a product, a walking corpse. Toe tag, in designer rags. But yeah, you know the drill, They like fuck a GPA, they think that GTA is real. This shit is just a game in they brain. Undeveloped, overexposed. They leaning and frying melons, I know what I know. Taking insurance policy out on a rapper, cause they know they'll be dead soon from the way that they be acting. Plus they own all they masters, ignorant how they stacking. Living off the black man, a cycle that's still happening. But yeah, you know the drill, No referee, no whistle, still official. Technical files is awarded. They wanna meet the warden, that life isn't rewarding. That life leads to a coffin. But yeah, you know the drill, It was good a week ago, then you caught the Rico, bro. Now you copping pleas in your mouth, got a leaky flow. Thought you had the sweeper, yo. Thought you was a reaper, yo. Thought you really killed and popped pills with the geeking hoes. Thought you really stepped, but you wanted the DA's leading hoes. Gang, but yeah, you know the drill, Youngin' just got killed at graduation. Think it's retaliation, hope there's no retaliating. But what the, am am I saying? This shit was all planned by Satan. That's why I ain't out here playing. Yeah, you know the drill. 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 But yeah, you know the drill. Yeah, you know the drill. They ain't killing for the money, it's the mass appeal. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was God Goldin. You know the drill, man. And that track right there, y'all, that junk did some shit for me. And all I gotta ask is,
Can I please have more, sir?
yes, indeed, man. With that also being said, man, that's by God Goldin. Like I mentioned before, this is a single called "You Know the Drill," man. And Control Entertainment, man. Shout out to y'all, man. That shit, that junk hit a different level. With me, man, and that shit was tough, man, and I really fuck with that, like, wholeheartedly. And we reached out to y'all as well, and like, we were very receptive of, you know what I'm saying, the music, and y'all very receptive of us, like, fucking with it, man. So yeah, shout out to y'all once again, man. And also shout out to all the artists as well. Shout out to all the artists, man. Like I said before, shout out to all the artists. I mean, it's so many to name at this point, man. But shout out, like I said, to Queen Dopamine, Crew Love Entertainment, G's. Shout out as well to Lunatic, China Streets, DDA Tink, Eco Ecclesi, Mr. Freestyle Friday himself, Charles Heron, Willie Skate as well, Henny Mike, Bless Picasso as well, man. Benny Watts, Noah O, man, and also God Goldin, man. 183rd, man. Shout out to all y'all, yo. Shout out to all y'all, man, for real, man. Like, this podcast wouldn't be what it is without y'all as well, man.
Big Al Harrison.
Big Al Harrison. Like she had to clear the motherfucker in, man. So, like I said,
when I went back and read it, I was like, damn, I put an extra G in that motherfucker.
Oh, shit. I mean, hey, man. Soon we're gonna definitely talk. We're definitely going to rap, man. But shout out to all y'all that came out, like I said, to Charged Up Fest as well. But also calling all artists. If you want to be featured on our show, man, Twin2ition presents Clear the Air for the Music Spotlight, man. Just send us a DM for more details, man, and let's clear the motherfucking air. And it's just like that. Shout out to all y'all, man. Hey, man, this for us, by us, goddamn it. And it's just like that. So as we get the podcast going as well, anything you want to add, Nichole, on the boards, man?
No, your daughter talking to me.
She back at regular scheduled program as well?
You know it.
She throwing you off, but maybe she can help you with this one. Hey, race check. Nichole on the motherfucking boards, yo. And this race check is brought to you by Clear the Air. I said clear the motherfucking air. But can you tell me, as I slide the motherfucker all the way down, do you know the name of the artist that created the song called Watch Me Whip? Nene. Could you name the name of that artist? Silencio. That is very, very fucking wrong. What the fucking... His name is Silento. Not Silencio. Silencio is quiet in Spanish. Motherfucker. God damn, Nichole the buzz, man.
I swear that's what he said in the song.
Silento? No.
Silencio.
Oh, so speaking of Silento, yo, you know, Brother Man just pleaded guilty to a fucking murder.
He did?
Yes. He facing 30 years in prison.
Well, he should have been Silencio.
Quiet? Oh, Lord, here she go with the bullshit. Yeah, so as I get to the fucking article, I thought I had to pull it up. I know I had it up somewhere.
She up there watching Nene Googling it.
Huh?
She done pull up the video. Look.
Oh, she did? She got the whole... Oh, yeah.
Honestly, when I first heard the song, you know what I thought he was saying?
What?
Silence a hoe. Silence a hoe.
Lord, have mercy. Oh, my God. What that fucking button there, man? Because you got me, huh? What's up there? Oh, yeah.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, yeah, so back to what I was saying, y'all. Atlanta rapper Silento, he gets 30 years after pleading guilty to killing his own goddamn cousin, yo.
Damn, your own people.
Yeah, I don't know what the details is, man, but like I said, with June being Men's Health Awareness Month, man, like I said, I wish the best for him and his family, whatever. And I don't know what it is. They're gonna go into detail, whatever. But that's, I ain't want to make that a race check, but it popped up on my TL, my timeline, so I had to mention that, man, for real. So hopefully, whatever it is, they can rectify that as a family, whatever. But I think he was saying that he had some mental issues moving forward or whatever. And, you know, we don't take that really lightly. But like I said, this is why the podcast is being created, you know, that we can self-assess and we can have conversations. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to pull a motherfucking trigger, man. But it's hard to sit down and talk to some motherfucking body, unfortunately, for our culture. We much
and a
rather...
lot of times I feel like if this young generation could sit down and talk, they could get to the bottom of whatever it is, because a lot of times it's he say, she say bullshit.
Right.
You going off some shit that somebody told you, but what somebody told you might not necessarily be true.
True that.
So you go to the horse's mouth. Mm-hmm. Like, I have had somebody do that at work where I said something but I was on post, and then somebody went and told somebody else what I said, but fucked everything I said up. Mm. And the person came to me and asked me straight up, did you say this? And I was like, no, this is how I said it. Mm. But
clear the air. I'm sorry, word.
You got to, lack of a better word, you got to clear the air. Like,
yeah, real shit, man. Ain't no lack of better word. Wrong goddamn air horn, my bad, man. Shit, yeah, you got to clear the air, yeah. I tell everybody that I meet, I'm a professional line drawer. What's up?
You know me. I don't sugarcoat shit.
Lord have mercy.
I'm going to tell you
how it
straight
is,
up
when it was.
how it is.
Straight up.
Fuck your feelings.
It's just like motherfucking that?
Just like that.
All right, shit.
So a motherfucker say, did you say I was ugly? I sure did.
As a matter of fact, no, I'm just kidding. Hot take to kind of stay on that and staying with the state of the world right now, yo. Do you think, or did you think, or do you think, this is all there for the listening audience and the viewing audience as well, for what we call, the millennials? That's what we call, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Did the millennials make their kids soft, yo?
I don't know. I kind of feel like, one, it depends on where you are living. Two, it depends on how much you try to look after your kids. Like, for us,
to protect them.
Yeah, how much you want to protect your kids. Because for us in particular, like, we don't let our kids go outside and play without one of us out there.
Right. That's what I was saying. So do we make our kids soft?
I don't feel like we made them soft. I feel like technology made them soft.
Yeah, I mean, because like at one point in time, when we were their age, we was outside climbing fucking trees. Now, if I see my kids in a tree, get your ass on that goddamn tree if you hurt yourself. But and in the same token, when I was my kid's age, I would be on my bike. Like, I know where I'm supposed to be, but I know where I'm at. You feel what I'm saying? I will go far enough where it's like I can't hear my mama, but I know if I go this far where the train tracks is, I'm going a little too far. You know what I'm saying? If I would ride that motherfucking bike, my bike would take me anywhere. I would ride the hell out of that motherfucking bike, no matter where I went.
Like, I'm telling you, like, it's a different. I feel like the crime rate and everything, and the recklessness of the generation that are quote unquote adults now, makes us, now that we have kids, very cautious. Because, you see all these situations on the news where a kid is outside playing, or a kid in their damn bedroom, and they get shot by a random bullet and die.
Yeah. I mean, but that's like, depending upon where you're at.
That depends on where you're at. But also, like, they ain't got nobody really to play with. I feel like when they did have people that lived here that they had to play, they was outside all the time.
True. I mean, but even, it ain't got to be about violence.
But, I don't feel like we made them soft, because they fall and they get hurt. Man, get your ass up.
I know. I'll go back in the house and play the game.
You know what really probably made them soft?
What? Because I already know
our old neighbors.
Oh, yeah, the Nigerians.
Because Emmanuel and Naomi,
They give them Band-Aids.
they fall and have a little itty bitty scratch. And, oh my gosh, let me get a Band-Aid. So then every time they would get a scratch, they want a Band-Aid. Man, get your ass so you don't need no damn Band-Aid.
Yeah. I remember, like, our generation also, like, and it's crazy. I think about it now. You couldn't pay me to do that shit now. You couldn't pay me to do it now, but as I cough in the mic, sorry. But you couldn't pay me to goddamn drink out of motherfucking water hose now. But when I was a kid, shit, it took me a while when we moved here. I would drink out the goddamn bathroom sink. Like, now you couldn't even fucking pay me. I don't go fuck what it is.
I mean, also, I feel like something wrong with the water here.
Yeah, something in the motherfucking water, man. With no pun intended. Something in the water ain't a goddamn festival. Probably some goddamn germs or whatever. But yeah, moving on to Clear the Air Sports, Nichole on the boards, and I'm quite sure you know this one. You guys probably something to say. But Aaron Rodgers signs with the Pittsburgh motherfucking Steelers. You got a take on that?
I guess good luck, Mom.
Oh damn! Yeah, your mom is a Steelers fan, and first thing I said was like, this is the NFL's way of getting a nigga out of the NFL. Mike Tomlin been the most successful coach in the NFL, the most successful coach in the NFL since his tenure, and he never had a losing season, Nichole. So if this nigga have a losing season, and Aaron Rodgers is at the helm, Mike Tomlin better get his stiffest, no diddy, belt and whip Aaron Rodgers' ass with that motherfucking shit.
That nigga better get a Switch.
Some. Better get some.
And not a Nintendo Switch.
Facts. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers is now the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is wild because one of the Steelers fans in my job, he was like, that's crazy, man. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, he a Steelers fan. He said, come think about it.
They went to the Super Bowl. They lost to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, they lost because of Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl. They're going to lose again because Aaron Rodgers is with them motherfuckers. I was like, damn. But Aaron Rodgers immediately came out there and finally, I got showed up to the OTAs. And he said, yeah, by the way, y'all, he didn't give y'all an excuse. He said, by the way, I got married. So he already throwing excuses out here why he ain't going to be able to play good or whatever it is. Because he's like, yeah, I got a family now. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, nigga.
You ain't got no kids, motherfucker. You ain't got no family.
Kids, man.
You got a wife that fuck around gonna leave your ass like all the other girls that you fucked with.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean, you could just stayed at Green Bay, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you still playing football. You're still getting paid money, man. Like, you could have just stayed at Green Bay and finished your career there, man. But you decided to change the whole motherfucking team around like you was the goddamn coach, GM, and everything like that. And I get it. Everybody get a taste of that jigger nigga and they don't know when to quit, man. But it's like, you already made your money. Like, at this point, I guess he felt some type of way because they drafted the future. Like, you ain't going to be there forever. Mm-hmm. And at some point, it's time to give the shit up, yo. Like, it's time to accept it. Like, you still going to be Aaron Rodgers whether you goddamn retire or not, but you really fucking your legacy. Like, everybody can't be Tom Brady. I mean, unfortunately, your name wasn't written in the script, the NFL script, by the way. And it's like, yo, it's okay, yo. It's all right. Like, you can be number 2 all the time, but now you fuck that. Now you're just looking bad. You're looking real bad coming from the Jets, and now you're going to Pittsburgh. Even if you do good, niggas ain't gonna forget about the Jets. I'm gonna be real with you.
Facts.
Because niggas ain't forget about Brett Favre, the Jets. Facts. It's just crazy how he slowly morphed into the nigga that he hated and despised. So it is what it is. But yeah, like I said before, y'all, with the podcast, we've been podding for an hour now. Damn, that quick. And June is Black Men's Mental Health Month. And I wanted to send a PSA out, dear black men. Like I said, your feelings matter. Your emotions should be felt. Your feelings are valid. You are allowed to ask for help. And like I said, it's okay to not always be okay. And like I said, that's the reason why the podcast started for real, man. We wanted to, you know what I'm saying, in the black community, it's always looked down upon to say that you may be suffering from a mental breakdown, or that's more of a white people thing, you know, feeling sad or feeling, you know, beyond yourself or showing feelings. Motherfucking people hate to see that shit from us. We supposed to be strong at all fucking times of the day. And it's like, sometimes you gotta, you know, crying and shit is an emotion. It's a real human emotion. And we understand that, you know, all the stigmas that's put on black men, we're supposed to be providers, supposed to be strong, just dealing with, you know, just slavery and things of that nature, you know, just in our culture alone. But like I said, the podcast was made for us to start to have black men talking. You know what I'm saying? Other than sports and entertainment and all this other shit, but to have us talk. And a lot of conversations I have, you know what I'm saying, within my clinic, it's just like, hey man, how you feeling? And I just let the motherfucker just talk, yo. And you'd be surprised on, you know, just the different feelings that people have. And it's just like, yo, like this is a safe space. I want you to feel like you're welcome. I want you to feel like somebody cares about, you know what I'm saying, what you got on your mind, what you got on your plate. Because we all out here carrying, you know, some kind of invisible fucking weight that's wearing us down. And we feel like we always got to be strong. And a lot of people I talk to, they always saying like, man, damn, I was mad and I snapped. I didn't know how to react. Like sometimes you got to cry, bro. Like shit, you ain't got to tear up shit. Cry. It's not showing any kind of signs of weakness, yo. You're human. And it's just like that, yo. So wanted to bring the family together, man. Wanted to bridge the gap between families and friends because we all feel like life gets in the way and clouds our judgment of others. And for me, I wanted to give inspiration and hope to the young and the old, man, to let y'all know that for the old generation out there, like your efforts have not been lost. And for the young generation, for y'all there to know, like there's somebody out here in the world that look like you, that sound like you, got a little knowledge, but trying to do something a little different, man, because we know that the latter doesn't work. And we all know that some of us get caught up in the streets and shit and got to be hard and all this other shit, man. But there's some of us out here that's successful as well, yo. I mean, we are successful in all our endeavors, but when you realize that you get one shot at this thing called life, do it to the best of your ability, man. It ain't always got to be something, you know what I'm saying, derogatory. It ain't always got to be something that, you know, dangerous. It ain't always got to be something to be intimidating. Just be you. If you want to be free, you got to be you. You and solely you. It's one version of you out here in this world walking around, man. How you want to be represented, man? How do you want your legacy to be, man? Remember those who sacrificed so much unwillingly to get here in the United States, and to be here, to go through the scrutiny, to go through the pain, to go through the struggle, to go through the separation of families, man. And their only dream was to have you be somewhere better than they are, man. So remember that shit.
Break that generational curse.
Break them motherfucking curses, man. And like I said, if you got, you know, an issue or a problem or something that's heavy on your heart, man, talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised on somebody out there somewhere that's probably been through that storm that you're going through currently, man. And like I said, don't let today be the reason why tomorrow never happened, man. Talk to somebody about it. And it's a staggering number as I think about it. As I think about like June being Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and there's a couple of names that just stick out. And, you know, one of the names that stick out is Robin Williams. You know what I'm saying? Very talented actor, voiceover actor, comedian. And he took his own fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you think that got it all, that's got it made. He took his own life. You know what I'm saying? And that's humbling to think that a guy on the outside looking in, he got so much going for him. And unfortunately, he took matters into his own hands when he could have had somebody, or if he had somebody out there that could have just listened to him. You know what I'm saying? And he left, you know, so much undone. I can only imagine what a new Robin Williams movie would have been. And we just got finished watching Jumanji after playing the fucking Jumanji board game at the crib. Mm-hmm. And just knowing how talented he is. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, for me, just, you know, as I move towards, you know, our nerd talk, but one of the guys that was a social media influencer by the name of Etika, I thought about this guy as a Nintendo Switch 2 was being released. Mm-hmm. That I followed him like just off of general strength. On YouTube because he was like real big fan of Nintendo. It was a black dude, and he was, you know, culturally appropriate for real. And he was, you know, YouTube early days for real. And to see that dude left a suicide note, you know what I'm saying, and just not knowing what the fuck he was going through because what he conveyed on the internet was something totally different than what he was actually going through, man. But if he had somebody out there to talk to, yo, so like I said. Don't let today be the reason tomorrow never happens, man. It's just like that, man. Moving right along with the podcast, y'all. We're going to move to music and entertainment real quick. Somehow this is a music podcast, but shout out. Shout out to Virginia's own. Shout out to the return of motherfucking Clips, y'all. Shout out to Pusha T and No Malice. They dropped a single. From their newest project, but the single's called Ace Trumpets, man. And Nichole and the boys don't know, but I got a motherfucking pack on the motherfucking way.
Always got a pack
I had to for the culture, yo, and it was like a double thing, so I had to. So shout out to Virginia Beach's own Clips as well, and also shout out to another Virginia Beach native as well, College Park to be exact. Shout out to my homeboy, my main man G's. Shout out to G's, man. He just got a new drop as far as merch goes, and he know damn well I'm on top of this shit. As he sent me a text message across my damn screen and shit, and he got some new merch coming as well, yo. So if y'all haven't heard of his music, just go to it'sallaboutg's.com. He got new merch. He's got his latest project, After De Niro, that's streaming on all platforms, and it's part of the De Niro series, man. And like I said, it ain't no skips. I can put motherfucking money on that. Just head to, like I said, it'sallaboutg's.com, and the rest gonna speak for his motherfucking self. So it is what it is. Moving right along with the podcast to what's streaming, Nichole on the boards. And I'm gonna be real with you. The only thing that's streaming right now that I'm interested in watching it for like the fourth time is not wrestling. But Sinners. I bought the movie, seen it in theaters, but also I watched that motherfucker 3 times already. And I just can't get over the fact that Michael B. Jordan like eclipsed his best thing. Like, I love the motherfucking Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? His Killmonger character. But him being Smoke and Stack, yo, and this newest project him and Ryan Coogler created, Sinners. A great film, yo. And I had a hard time thinking, like, this nigga ain't no twin. Because he doing a great job in this motherfucking movie. So if y'all haven't seen Sinners yet, it's now streaming on digital right now. Like I said, I bought mine. Like, I'm culturally appropriate. I'm going to support the culture when it's time to support the culture. Fuck it. I mean, that's what I do. Moving right along, Nichole on the boards.
He got a hoodie.
Who got a hoodie? Oh, you got a hoodie. Oh, the shit up. Oh, it's up now. Okay, shout out to G's, man. What a goddamn motherfucking hell. I'm gonna be on it as soon as we get off this pod, my nigga. I'm on it. I might just have to. Yeah, fuck it. It is what it is. I'm buying some shit. You will know it's me. But like I said, your price is your price, bro. And I want it to be that way. I don't want no discounts on none of that shit. I just wanted the shit first. That's all I'm saying. I've been asking for this shit for how many months now?
Since the Dirt Road Chronicles.
Yep, Dirt Chronicles as well. So yeah, I've been asking for that shit. Hey, yo, what the fuck, man? Come on, man. What the fucking merch at, man? I'm trying to get on this shit. Yeah. Moving the podcast right along, man, because I ain't trying to be edited in this motherfucker. Should we do a Black History Dinner?
Sure.
You sure about that?
Mm-hmm. I was trying to see if it had a date on there.
Huh?
I said I was trying to see if it had the date on there.
On the Dirt Chronicles?
It was 325.
Damn, 3 months.
329, I mean.
Damn, near 3 months. 2.5. For real. We're gonna skip Black History Didn't Know this podcast because we've been rocking. I'm trying to get it out so I can goddamn keep my shit going as well. Oh yeah. By the way, to piggyback back on Clear The Heir Sports, man. And did you know that the NBA All-Star Game, the 2026 All-Star Game, will no longer be East versus West, will no longer be LeBron versus somebody else. But the motherfucking 2026 All-Star Game, Nichole, I'm going to be watching this one. Okay. This bitch will be the United States versus the world. And it's just like that. Like some Olympic shit. Yeah, so you know niggas going to be on that shit like a bitch, man. Stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say. Just stay tuned, like I said. And I was like, yo, Adam's telling you finally did something worthwhile, my nigga. Like, you asked me by versus the world. Yeah, we watching that because they probably was like, hold up. You know, the NBA was on the Olympics on NBC. That's probably what made them bring the NBA. Oh, so the NBA NBC coming back too, yo. That's the They had the best narration. They had them they set them games up like a fucking movie, yo. So yeah, I can't wait. And as a matter of fact, I just saw on my timeline they was reminiscing on Thursday about 2001 when the Sixers played the fucking Lakers, and the way they set that game up, yo, for Game 3, it was like, yo. That's when the Sixers won their shit. That's when the Sixers, lost, but they won Game 1 or Game 2. I can't remember. But everybody was going for the Sixers if you was from VA. And there was a lot of people that was on, you know, riding Lakers dick. You know, shout out to the late great Kobe Bryant and Shaq. But I mean, it was a given them niggas was gonna win. It was only Ivan Iverson and a bunch of other motherfucking no face niggas. So shout out to AI, Bubba Chuck, Virginia Legend, just like that. All right, moving right along to Nerd Talk. And this is a special Nerd Talk for y'all out there watching the podcast as well. Hey, Zendaya, you in here?
Yeah, she right here. I'm playing with her fat face.
Hey, come in right here, there, and hand me that thing over there, y'all. But on June 5th.
I see why you call her fat face. I was playing with her cheeks right here. They're like your mama's.
Yeah, don't touch my daughter's face, all right?
Daddy wants you. Yeah.
Hand me that thing right there. They got the 2 on it right there. Hand me that. Just grab by the sides. Yeah, but yep. But shout out. And usually I don't do this shit, y'all, but shout out. Shout out to Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch motherfucking 2. Yeah, I got the motherfucker, y'all. And we got another one coming on the way for Nichole on the boards as well. She already knows it's coming. But shout out to Nintendo, yo. The Switch 2 is finally here. This is the predecessor to the Nintendo Switch itself. This is the second version of it. And I ain't really, you know, where my Vanna White sounds at. But you can take the Joy-Cons off, but just to click a button, you know, I ain't had to slide it or nothing.
I never even noticed that.
You can just put it back on.
Look at the screen.
What are we looking at?
Take it out and put it back in. Look at the screen, the edge of the screen.
All right, take it back out. Oh, how the red joint come on? Yeah. But yeah, the Switch 2, y'all. I'm going to be real. I got a full-time job. It's also a full-time behind-the-scenes, another job as well. And also a full-time husband, all that. But the Switch 2, somehow, some way, last weekend, this shit brought us all together in the living room. We all playing Mario Kart World as a family. Ain't nobody get mad for losing. Niggas just like, yeah, everybody giving each other, like, it was the whitest shit we did. Like, even if we lost, we was giving each other high fives and shit in this motherfucker like a goddamn Nintendo commercial. And it's all due to the motherfucking Switch 2, yo. So shout out to Nintendo for there's also a powerful console as well. They got a lot of third-party support right now. This ain't a PS5 or Xbox Series X. They're saying it's more of a like an Xbox Series S as far as the computing power or whatever. So it's running a lot of third-party games. So they got a lot of third-party support for all my nerds out there. One of my favorite games that I already bought twice already, but they got Cyberpunk 2. Cyberpunk run on this shit as well. A lot of the old Switch games you can play on here as well. But what sold me was the ability to play my most favorite Nintendo game, which is the GameCube. You can play the Wind Waker as well. And he also got the GameCube startup menu for those out there. It's an Easter egg on how to get the GameCube startup menu when you turn the GameCube on. Mm-hmm. It's an Easter egg on how to get it to do the sounds, and it's just like that. So shout out again, like I said. More space, more storage. Like I said, the virtual console is the GameCube. And like I said, you can only play the GameCube version of the game on the Switch 2. And just like that. But yeah, just moving right along with the handhelds as well. Shout out to my most favorite console. I mentioned before in the last podcast that Xbox has canceled their highly rumored Xbox portable console. They canceled that, but they came out unveiling during the Summer Games Fest the Xbox ROG Ally X and the Xbox ROG Ally, and this is like a direct competitor to the Steam Deck, and it's gonna be running Windows 11, right? It's gonna be an Xbox handheld, but it's not an Xbox gaming console handheld. It's more of a computer in your hands or whatever. And this is a way to say, hey, they're gonna really be pushing Xbox Play Anywhere. And for those of y'all that Sony fanboys, they got games coming to Windows. Pretty soon, you can be playing God of War on a motherfucking Microsoft device. That ain't a computer. It's just like that. Which this is technically a computer. And that is the Xbox ROG Ally X, which is the big boy joint, and the Xbox ROG Ally is like the lower, watered down version. You know, I'm trying to get the big boy joint. I might not get it because I already speculated that bitch can be probably costing upwards to $800 some change, yeah, and just like that. So this gaming shit getting a little too goddamn expensive. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Yesterday's price will not be today's price. If you are a gamer, yo, that's kind of like a goddamn flex now. I'm gonna be real with you. I know niggas like shoes like I like shoes, but if I had to pick one, entertainment go farther because usually I'm wearing a goddamn uniform 5 days a week and trying to play the motherfucking game. So I'm just saying this is a great time to be a gamer. If your pockets is deep, if you like video games as well, shout out to motherfucking Xbox, y'all, as well. All right, moving right along as Nichole on the boys and Zendaya is playing. Oh yeah, so shout out to all the dads as well. Shout out to all the dads as well. June as well is Father's Day, y'all, and shout out to my wife, Nichole on the boards.
I mean, not tomorrow, Sunday.
On the 17th, right?
Sunday.
It's the 15th.
What day is the 15th?
The 16th.
No, it's the 15th.
15th. Tomorrow's the 14th.
Oh, 15th, yeah.
Saturday is the 14th, and then Sunday is the 15th, man. But shout out to all the dads out there as well. For Father's Day, when we celebrate dads. What the fuck you doing?
You can open one of your Father's Day gifts on the podcast.
Wow. So Nichole and the boys want me to open this Father's Day gift here, y'all. So let me go ahead and I guess close the laptop a little bit. And we're going to see what it is. Well, there ain't no condoms. It's too big to be one of those. What the fuck is it? Drum roll, please, y'all. I apologize. For those y'all that just listening to the podcast, Nichole and the boys got me opening this package for Father's Day. So we're going to see what it is. Let's get that out the way. Oh, shit. Nichole and the boys. Shout out Nichole and the boys. Real MVP. Like, keep investing in me, yo. I appreciate that, yo. And that really touches me, yo. But Nichole and the boys just got me a Mount Dog, another set light for the podcast, man. Shout out to Nichole.
Open the bag.
She want me to open the bag, y'all. All right, shit. I'm opening the motherfucking bag, man. As I open the bag and hit the mic and shit, because the studio is kind of, it ain't all that roomy. Let's see what we got. We got the Mount Dog. Oh shit! Okay, we got the big boy jump. We got the new soft box with E27 bulb holder, yo. So oh yeah, we there, yo. We there.
LED lights.
The LED joint, yo. Shout out again.
That'd be a good one for you to open on the podcast because it's podcast related.
Okay, all right, shit. Nichole to earn her a light because that way, you know what I'm saying. She earned her motherfucking light, man. Shout out. Yeah, so like I said, thanks, baby. Appreciate you. Shout out again, like I said, to sorry, I threw that over there. Shout out to Nichole. But yeah, most importantly, shout out to all the dads out there. It's different. Like when you get celebrated, man, you get showered with gifts, man. All you try to do is just be the best version of yourself, man. The rest of it gonna take care of itself. Just continue to show up, continue to show out, and that's it. That's all I've been doing, y'all. I don't do nothing special. I just show up, do it to the best of my ability, sometimes reluctantly, sometimes with attitude, but I still do it. And then I lay down and fall asleep instantly because I know I went to sleep on E. So if it was my last goddamn day, I ain't got nothing to give but sleep. But yeah, but no, shout out to all the dads that's being celebrated as well, man. And this right here, you know, being a dad is one of the biggest human honors you can get. Being a father. Like, this is one of the biggest human, like, you don't realize how many other people's destinies attached to how you walk, how you talk, how you think, how you breathe, how you react. And don't take it lightly, man. Like, even if you and your significant other don't get along or whatever the case may be, man, as a father, like, this is one of the biggest, hardest, toughest, most fulfilling jobs I could ever have, you know, being a dad, where it's like, damn, even if I'm mad, these motherfuckers, I got to let them know I'm mad, but I still got to move in a certain level of excellence. I still got to move in a certain level of royalty, even though if I ain't got no crown on my head for real, but I am still a king of my own domain. And when you realize that how you move, the energy you give out, the energy you get back. Mm-hmm. And on a day-to-day basis, I'm being told I'm loved. Only person that gives me a hard time is a little girl right here. She always got an attitude. She always got some kind of rebuttal to say.
You know why?
Why?
Because she just like her daddy.
Just like her daddy. But she keep me on my toes. She the only person that keep me on my toes. The rest of them be like, I love you. I'm like, damn, y'all so nice. Y'all remember the episode of Fresh Prince when he said, man, could I get a perfect family? She was like, it's okay, Will. Like, this is how my family is. They like the family. He was like, not like a dirty motherfucking house. And I was like, it's okay. That's how I be here. until you get to Zendaya. And she the one with the attitude. I got to G-check her, but she's the only one. But yeah, I appreciate the gift though. Shout out to the dads, man. Happy Father's Day to all the dads, for real. So as we start to close this podcast down, man, I wanted to go ahead and move right along to our most important segment of the show, man, which is Motivational Minute. And this is a short one. It's a short and concise one. But for all the dads out there, for those of the podcast listeners, watchers, and learners that's been rocking with us since episode 1, since day one, those of y'all who've been following me on Facebook before this thing became a thing, the message I got for you is don't quit. And as I was writing this down, I was saying don't quit. And most of us, when we get to a point in life or get to a point where we're working towards something, we're like, all right, man, I'm done. I'm finished. And it's like, that's when you are the closest to the pinnacle. You decide that you want to quit. When stuff becomes difficult, that's when you decide to quit. When you feel or face that great opposition, that's when people decide to quit. When it feel like it's getting too hard, the reps, I can't get no more reps, that's when people decide to quit. When they feel like they don't want to, that's when they decide to quit. And I'm telling you today, God is my witness, do not quit. Granted, I put out a great podcast, you know what I'm saying, every time we hit the record button, but within the week, man, I'm always getting that feeling that's like, damn, I got to do this again. You know what I'm saying? And as I look at all the people that's followed and subscribed to the podcast, that ask about the podcast, it's like, yo, it ain't the number that I thought it would be, but it's the number it needs to be at this moment in time. And for y'all that's rocking with us in episode 37, we have not really officially came out as a podcast, yo. I got some tricks up my sleeves, but we officially have not came out as a podcast. And to have the supporters, the followers, out and abroad on the internet in real life, to be able, like, out in the streets, y'all, my name ain't Hoggie. Motherfuckers call me Clear the Heir. And it's crazy. But it's like, yo, all I did was just keep showing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I go to the beach, my brother
Damn.
What?
You know what that means?
What's up?
You know how all growing up, it was always, that's Carell brother.
Uh-huh.
And growing up, I was always, that's Tasha's sister.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in the same fucking boat.
What you mean?
That's Clear the Heir wife.
I mean, how you know? It might not be. Because that's for you, Nichole, on the motherfucking boat. And they know that. Those of y'all that's watching, listening, learning. But yeah, like I said, the main thing is do not quit, yo. Don't quit. Do it. Like I said, when you are the closest, when things become most difficult, when you face the great opposition, on the other side of that is your reward. Do not quit. Doing them workouts, the 6-pack coming. Don't quit. You gonna pass that midterm or that exam. Don't quit, man. She gonna finally say, yeah, y'all gonna get married. Don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may get that job. Don't quit. Continue to move and forward progress, yo. Because we already know what's behind us, because we already passed that shit. But beyond that is another door, another opportunity, another circle, another room where it's like, yo, I didn't think. And I told y'all a couple of pods ago where I am right now, spiritually, financially, professionally, in my career. Like, I'm where I wouldn't think if I asked for, wished, or imagined where I am now. And it's just like, yo, this is a really full circle moment, yo. And if today's my last day doing this podcast, you know what I'm saying? But I want to leave this message with you, and it's to do not quit. Like, this opportunity right here comes once in a lifetime, and we only have a lifetime to do it. Whether it be 38 years, 10 years, like, this is your lifetime to do so. Remember how powerful you are. Remember how strong you are. Remember where you are in the hierarchy of things. You got God, you got the angels, and you got us just right below the angels, yo. When you realize that, it ain't nothing that you can't do. Lean on positivity, man. But God gonna only give you what you're willing to work for, what you're willing to struggle for, what you're willing to fight for, yo. And it's just like that. So, to all the listeners out there, man, I wanted to shout out y'all, the supporters, shout out to the followers, and shout out to the friends of the podcast as well, man. But like I said, call to action. if you don't do nothing else, like I said, I want you, before this podcast ends, to go ahead and go leave a comment, leave 5-star rating, leave a review, man. Share the podcast, man, because it really does a lot for us, man. And like I said, we appreciate y'all as well. You leave a comment, man. Maybe I can throw you a goddamn Clear the Air hat free on the motherfucking house, man. It's just like that. So, as always, motherfucking outro the podcast, man. I want y'all to, as I get all my shit together. What the fuck? Damn, what the hell? I lost my space. Oh, yeah, so as always, I'll for the podcast. Anything you want to add, Nichole and boys? Anything today I want to add? I see you here over there going back and forth.
She did want to say something.
What you want to say, Daya?
So what I wanted to say is that...
Come a little closer.
Okay.
And squat. There you go.
What I wanted to say is that I had the looks...
There.
What I wanted to say, I have the looks of her, and then I have the personality of him.
Like, she's a daddy's girl to the fullest.
Oh, she is?
Yes. Like, she...
A daddy's or Danny's? I got a running joke as far as the Danny's go. What's up? Oh, no, I saw this.
So, like...
You can show.
All the little things that he does, like joking around, playing around, she picks up on it and she does the same stuff. And she does the same stuff he does back to him. It'd be funny. It'd be getting on his nerves sometimes. But go ahead.
Also, I made a drawing.
Okay. Good job, there. A little drawing, a little anime drawing. Talented. She got an honors. Because her cousin, she do the same thing. As well, her grandmama did the same thing. I used to draw as well. I don't think I can do that no more. I can't sit down long enough to sit there and draw something. At this point, I like to see everybody else's gifts, and I can create what I can create now, man. But yeah, before I outro the podcast, y'all, like don't stop dreaming, yo. I'm gonna be real with you, yo. Like, and I think Tyler, the Creator, he said this, and he hit the motherfucking nail on the head. And he said, "Don't stop dreaming as if you were a child, and don't stop working as if you were a fucking scientist, a mad scientist." And I was like, yo, you right. Because when I was a kid, my fucking goddamn imagination was limitless. And then now, like I said, when I'm in work and I was telling my buddy at work, I was like, look, man, I'm about to go work in my gift. And I'm like, yo, reluctantly, I'm tired. I said, but it's still more work to be done. I know where I wanted to be. And he was like, yo, right now, you're the one-man show, man. And people respect you being a one-man show. He said, you really put it together. I said, yeah, man, I write the podcast, dog. My wife and I, we help set the lights up and shit. I go edit it, post. I know what messages I want to convey. And like I said, I don't know where this comes from, y'all. But like the motivation when I do this shit right here, it's the same feeling I got when I first started volunteer firefighting. It was like, damn, I like doing this shit. It don't pay nothing, but it pays a better standing in life. Like, this is something bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it for monetary advance. I'm not doing it for recognition. I'm doing it for the betterment of us. And when I realized that it was no longer about me, it was about what I can do for us. Like this thing, I hit the ground running with this right here, man. And I wanted to, just really clear the air on that. Like, it ain't about you. When you get to a point where it's just like, it comes effortless, this is your gift. Like, to all the artists out there that do it effortlessly, that is your gift. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you do in this world, it's your gift. It's already one motherfucking LeBron James out there. You ain't got to be that motherfucker. Be you. I'm Hoggie. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to motherfucking clear the air. And I want you to too. So, as I outro the podcast, y'all, is to always pray, to have the eyes to see the best in people, a heart that forgives the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses faith in God. Change your thoughts, you'll change your world. Don't give advice, live it. People get your message by watching you. And in the words of Lunatic, you'll never lead a flock of men to the promised land. How you gonna hold the crown? And I wrote this one down earlier this week, y'all. I want you to take this one and just put it somewhere in your heart. We've got one life to live. We got one life to die. Once we realize that, our only limit is the sky. Let's clear the motherfucking air, y'all. Bernie Burns, take us out, big cuz.
My man Bernie Burns,
overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
Right rhyme for Beamer, rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Right rhyme
site.
for Beamer, rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
Right rhyme for Beamer, rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Right rhyme
site.
for Beamer.
Journalism from a master site.
Right rhyme for Beamer, rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Right rhyme
site.
for Beamer, rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
Right rhyme for Beamer, rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Right rhyme
site.
for Beamer.